Hello and welcome. Today's flow will be about just kind of getting more into the hips, getting that deep opening. So I hope you enjoy. If you do, like and subscribe. Now beginning on our mat in a seated position, we're going to be doing what I call a loose shoelace. So you're just going to bring your left heel in tight, bending your left knee. Stack your right heel in front of your left, creating a gentle opening into our hips. And just to begin, we're going to settle into this space. Shoulders are rolled back, back is straight. You can take your mudra of knowledge, touching your index finger to your thumb. Maybe let your palms just rest on your knees. You're welcome to close your eyes for this first part as you settle into this space. Coming centered with your breath. Anchoring your tailbone into the earth. You're welcome to stay right here. What feels good in your body? We're just going to bring a little bit of movement. As you inhale, bring your arms overhead, palms meet. Exhale, palms to heart center. Into your Namaste Mudra. Palms are touching. One more round of breath here. And place your right hand beside you on the floor mat. Reach your left arm overhead. We're shifting our weight into our right palm. You can even walk it out a little bit. Keeping your sitting bones glued down. Gaze up towards your fingers. This way we help keep our shoulders stacked. Breathing into your side body. One more breath. And on your next inhale, rise up. Palms meet overhead. Exhale to heart center. Placing your left palm beside you on the floor mat. Right arm comes overhead. Just reaching long through your right fingertips. You can walk your left palm out if that feels good for a little deeper stretch into your side body. Gazing up helps keep your shoulders stacked. Heels glued to the earth. Take one more round of breath. And on your next inhale, rise back up. Palms together, heart center. And release your palms to the mat. Just walk your hands out in front of you. Again, tailbone is rooted to the earth. Allow your head to hang. Just trying to get that opening into your lower back as we come forward. That opening through your hips. And as you inhale, rise up, supporting yourself once more. We're going to go ahead and switch it out. So release your right foot to the mat. Release your left foot to the mat. Maybe you place your palms behind you for support. We're just going to let our knees fall to the left. Inhale back to center. Exhale, knees fall to the right. Inhale comes back to center. This time we're going to place our right heel in tight. If you did the other foot, I'm just going to switch it out. Left heel stacks in front of right. Into that loose shoelace. Round of breath. Inhale once more, arms overhead, palms. Exhale, heart center. Inhale, circle arms overhead. Exhale, palms to heart center. Opening up into that side opener once more. Right palm comes to the mat or floor. Reach your left arm overhead. Stacking our shoulders. Gazing up. Feel your side body open up. Take one more round of breath. And on your next inhale, rise up. Palms meet overhead. Exhale, heart center. And release your left palm to the mat. Right arm overhead. Deep opening into our side body. You may even feel your ribs open up. You may feel your spine opening up. Wherever you feel it, it's perfect. That's exactly where we're supposed to be. Inhale, rises back up to center. Palms meet, heart center. And release your palms to the mat and just walk your hands out once more, creating that balance through our hips, especially as we round forward. Inhale, rise back up. Walk your hands back and release your legs. Feet to the mat, knees are bent. Placing your palms behind you. Allow your knees to fall to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, knees fall to the right. Inhale comes back to center. Firmly placing your heels into the mat. We're going to rotate our fingertips so that they're pointing forward. You can walk your heels back towards your glutes a little bit because we want to have that alignment from our knee to our heels. We come into a reverse tabletop. Now pressing into your heels, take an inhale, pick your hips up, opening up here. Make any adjustments that you need to make. Keep that alignment. Glutes are tight. Exhale, lowers your hips back down. Releasing your legs out long. Heels into the mat for a reverse plank. Inhale, hips up. Squeeze your glutes. And exhale, lowers your hips back down. Releasing to your elbows. And release down all the way to the mat. Arms are by your sides. We're going to go for a bridge pose, so just walking your heels towards your glutes. Try to bring your heels in to where you can touch them with your fingertips. It's okay if we can't, but we're just trying to get that depth. Try to keep your ankles stacked under your knees for support. Take an exhale. And inhale, press into your heels, squeeze your glutes, and lift your hips. Maybe you interlace your fingers behind your back. Allow your breath to flow, keeping the weight in your shoulders, never in your neck or head. One more round of breath. Release your grip. Allow your hips to come back down to the mat. Bring your knees in towards your chest. Maybe we reach around our shins and interlace your fingers. If all we can get a hold of today is our thighs, that's okay. We're just going to rock side to side, getting that gentle massage into your lower back. One more rock back and forth. And then come back to center. We're going to roly-poly up. You're welcome to roll to your side if that works better for you today. We're going to roly-poly up 3 times, rolling on our back. Rise back up to a seated position. Releasing your palms. Go ahead and cross at your shins, crossing your legs at your shins. Tuck your heels, place your palms in front of you and roll. We're going to rise up into a tabletop. Wrists come below our shoulders, knees below hips. This way we're in our full alignment. We're going to do a couple cat-cows just to warm up our spine a little bit more. So as you inhale, belly low, gentle back bend. Exhale, rounds forward as you tuck your chin and toes into cat. Inhale, cow. Open up your chest, find your back bend. Exhale, rounds forward into cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cow. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Release into your neutral spine. Now we're going to go ahead and slide our right knee forward to meet our right wrist. You can even bring it a little bit past. Walk your heel in a little bit and slide your left leg back. Now if our hips are a little bit tighter, you may want to grab a rolled up blanket, a pillow, or a block and place it underneath your right sitting bone. Now this is going to help prop you up so that you can center your hips, getting them in alignment. Thigh is pointing towards the earth. Now if it feels good in your body and you don't need this, go ahead and don't worry about that. Just come down to the earth. Same alignment, hips in line. Top of your thigh is grounding towards the earth. Don't worry about if your heel's tucked in tight, brought out, parallel with the mat. It doesn't need to be parallel with the mat. Just whatever your knee allows. So if it feels good in your body to tuck your heel, tuck your heel. It's better for your knee. And just taking a few rounds of breath, allowing your hip to kind of open up even more as you sink into this posture. And then as you exhale, go ahead and walk your hands out and lower down into a sleeping position. allowing your breath to flow. Maybe you'd like a little deeper side opener, a little deeper opening into our hip. If you'd like to join me for a side opener, inhale, reach through your fingers. Exhale, walks our hands to the right. Inhale, walks your hands back to center. Exhale, walks your hands to the left. One more round of breath here. And as you inhale, walk your hands back to center. Take a round of breath, and on your next inhale, walk your hands back, rising up. Inhale, lifts your chin, gentle back bend. We're trying to get a little more lengthening through our neck, so if it doesn't feel good in your neck to lift your chin, lengthen through your spine, pull your shoulders back so you get the activation through the muscles in your back. And release back to center. Release the muscles through your back. Now, if you'd like a deeper opening through the front of your left hip, you can bend your left knee, reach around behind you for your left foot. The goal here is just to press your hip down towards the mat. But if your toes reach your elbow crease, and you'd like to go for your mermaid or your king pigeon, you're welcome to do so. And release your left foot back down. Press into your palms. We're going to slide our right knee back to meet our left. Walking your knees back below your hips. Wrists below your shoulders. Open up your knees towards the edges of your mat. Keep your toes touching for a tadpole. We're just going to reset our hips before we go into the other side. Press your hips back towards your heels. Lengthen through your fingertips. And allow your forehead to come down to the mat. Just allow your breath to flow. Being very gentle with yourself as you move through your postures. Rising back up once more into your tabletop. Wrists below shoulders, knees below hips. Other side, we're going to slide our left knee forward to meet our left wrist. If it feels good, you can bring it slightly outward. And then walk your right leg back. Come onto your block or come down to the earth, whichever is more comfortable for you. As long as we're in that alignment, we're not sinking to the left. We can hold ourselves straight here. Take a couple rounds of breath, just allowing your hips to open up. When you're ready, as you exhale, walk your hands out, lowering down to the mat. Maybe stacking our palms. Maybe reach overhead for a little more lengthening through the spine, deeper opening. Just listen to your body. Wherever it wants to be is perfect. Take one more round of breath. you'd like to join me for that side opener. As you inhale, reach through your fingers overhead. Exhale, walks your hands to the left. Take a couple of rounds of breath. And as you inhale, walk your hands back to center. Exhale, walks our hands to the right. On your next inhale, walk your hands back to center. Take a round of breath. And then as you inhale, walk your hands back to center. Rising back up into our pigeon. Lengthening through our neck and spine. As you inhale, shoulders come back. Activating the muscles through our spine. And release. For that deeper opening through the front of your right hip, you're welcome to bend your right knee, reach around behind you for your right foot, and just pressing your right hip down towards the mat. And that opening. Go ahead and release your right foot back down. Release your palms to the mat. Sliding your left leg back, right knee forward. Come back to that tabletop. Wrists below shoulders, knees below hips. You're welcome to come to your tadpole, bringing your knees towards the edge of the mat. Toes are touching. If you'd like to go a little bit deeper this time, you can flip your toes outward. We're going to slide our knees and heels outward. Walk your hands out in front of you. Maybe you come down to your elbows. Or maybe you completely lower down to the mat, chest to the mat. Reach through your fingers. Again, breath is flowing. You can let your forehead just rest on the earth, aligning your third eye with the earth. This is very calming for the mind. This is a deep opener for our inner thighs and hips. One more round of breath. As you inhale, walk your hands back. Elbows, walk your knees back in, toes back in. And rise back up into your tabletop here. Go ahead and tuck your toes, lift your hips high, toward downward. Keeping the weight high in our palms, sinking your heels towards the mat. Lift your hips high. You want that lengthening through your spine. Shoulders are rolled back. It's okay if your heels don't touch. You can even bend your knees. Take a little bit of that stretch off the hands. Just allowing your head to hang here for a moment. Take one more round of breath. And then lift your heels and gently walk one step at a time. Walk forward, feet between our palms into a forward. Heel toeing your feet hip width distance apart. Toes and heels are parallel. You can ragdoll it out, reaching for opposite elbows, just bending one knee then the other. Allowing your body to just hang here for a moment. Just let gravity do the work. And release your palms once more to the mat. It feels good in your body. Heel toe your feet back together. And as you inhale, bend your knees. Slightly rise up one vertebrae at a time. Come up into that standing position. Reach your arms overhead. Lengthening here, lifting our chest. Squeeze your glutes so you have that support in your spine. Exhale, fold it in. Keeping our palms here in the mat. As you inhale, your left high, reaching your toes towards the sky. And bend your right knee, lower your left toes towards the back of the mat. We're going to stay high here for a moment. Now lowering your left knee down to the mat. Gazing forward. Rise up to your fingertips. You can even place your hands on your blocks on either side of your foot for support, especially if it creates that lengthening. Stay in our alignment. You don't feel you need your blocks. It's fine. On your next inhale, rise up, reaching to the sky. Feel your lower abdomen engage, so you root down to your knees. Maybe we interlace our fingers. Place your hands behind your head for a little bit of a shoulder opening. Inhale, reach overhead once more. And exhale, right fingertips back, left fingertips forward into a twist. Now releasing your left palm to the mat. Reach your right arm overhead. Shifting your weight into your left palm and your left knee. We're going to open up into our gate. So step your right foot towards the back of the mat. You can walk your left hand underneath your shoulder for alignment. Knee under hip. And on your next inhale, reach overhead. Really open up through your side body here. And on your next inhale, rise up. Right palm to right thigh. Left fingers to the sky. And release your left palm back down. Reach overhead as you inhale. And release your right palm back down. Step your right knee in between your right foot between your palms, back into your low lunge. You can walk your left knee back for a little deeper opening into our hips. As you exhale, walk your hands back, straighten out your right leg, peel your toes back and round forward. Inhale, rises up once more into your lunge. Inhale. Exhale, gazes over our right shoulder. Inhale back to center. Exhale, gazes over our left. Now maybe you bring your right hand to the inside of your right foot. You can tuck your left toes, extend your left leg, and pivot to the left. Coming into a side lunge. I'm going to turn around here so you can kind of see what I'm doing. Now we're in that side lunge. Heels are glued to the earth. It's okay. You can just bring a slight bend to your knee if that feels better in your hip. We're only going as deep as our body allows. If it feels good in your body, go ahead and peel your left toes up. Off the mat. Left toes come back down. Go ahead and pivot back to the right and back into your lunge. Right palm comes to the outside of your right foot. And we're going to step our left foot forward into that forward fold. I'm just going to rotate back around to the side. That way we're set up. Heel toe your feet hip width distance apart if they're not already there. You can ragdoll it out, reaching for opposite elbows. You can take your two peace fingers, wrap them around your big toes. Or you can go for your gorilla pose, just bringing the tops of your hands to the mat. And allow your foot to rest on top of your palm, kind of massaging your wrists with your toes. We're just taking whatever variation works good for your body. Folding from the hip, not from the lower back. Just allowing your head to hang. Take another round of breath. And then releasing from our gorilla or ragdoll, or releasing your toes. If it feels good in your body, heel toe your feet back together. Bending your knees slightly. And rise back. One vertebrae at a time. Rising up once more, reaching to the sky, lifting your chest, squeezing your glutes. And as you exhale, fold at the hip, palms come back down. Other side, weight in your left foot as you pick your right heel up high, toes towards the sky. And then bend your left knee, lower your right toes towards the back of the mat. Right knee comes down. Bring in your blocks for support. So you get that lengthening through your spine. Or just keep your hands on the earth. Either way is okay. On your next inhale, rise up, reach to the sky, reaching through your fingertips. Maybe you interlace your fingers, place your hands behind your head. More opening through your chest as long as we have that support through our lower back. Releasing your palms, reach overhead once more. And on your next exhale, left fingertips back, right fingertips forward into your twist. Releasing your right palm to the mat, left fingers to the sky. Be here for just a moment. And then begin to open up into your gate, shifting your weight into your right palm, right knee. Step your left foot back. Stack your knee under your hip. Now reaching overhead as you inhale. Open up through your side body. On your next exhale, rise up. Left palm to left thigh. Inhale, reach your right arm overhead. Create that opening. Releasing your right palm back down. Reach your left arm overhead. And release your left palm back down to the mat. Stepping your left knee and left foot between your palms. Go ahead and walk your right leg out once more. Taking an inhale. As you exhale, straighten out your left leg. Peel your left toes up and walk your hands back as you round forward. Inhale, rise back up into our lunge. Taking an inhale, exhale, gaze over your left shoulder. Inhale, center, exhale, gazes over our right. Bringing your left hand to the inside of your left foot. And tuck your toes, extend your right leg. Pivot to the right. Into your side lunge on this side, heels glued to the earth. If you need to, you can always take a little bit of a bend out of the knee. Just find that depth that works for you, using your hands to hold you in place here. If you'd like to go deeper, you can always peel your right toes off the mat. Allow your hip to sink deeper. Just breathe into that stretch. And then press into your palms. Lower your right toes down. Pivot to the left once more. Left palm comes to the outside of your left foot. And take a step forward with your right into your forward fold. Now palms to the mat. You can heel toe your feet a little further than hip width distance. I'm going to go ahead and pivot around here so you can kind of see what we're doing. So a little bit further than hip width distance, toes are going to come out to a 45. Always keep your toes in line with your knee. Now if your hips are a little bit tighter for a squat, you can always bring your block. Place your block about where your sitting bones are going to come down. Or if it feels good in your body, bend your knees and just lower your hips down into your squat. Find your depth. You're welcome to keep your palms on the mat for support. If it feels good for you today, bring your elbows into your knees, palms together at heart center. Just taking a few rounds of breath. You can even rock side to side. That gentle compression. One more round here. And you're welcome to join me for a little bit of a twist. If that feels good for you today, bring your right palm to the mat. Palm just past our toes here. And reach your left towards the sky. Now you can gaze up at your left hand. If this feels good, stay right here. If you feel like you'd like a little bit more of an opening through your shoulders, a little deeper twist, You can join me for a bind. As you bend your right elbow, reach behind your shin. Bend your left elbow, reach behind your lower back. And gaze up. One more round of breath. And as you inhale, come back to center. Release your arms, palms together. Other side, releases your left palm to the mat or floor beside you, just past your toes. Open up your right arm so your fingertips reach towards the ceiling. You can stay right here or go for that bind on this side, bending your left elbow, reach behind your shin. Bending your right elbow, reach behind your lower back. And gaze up. Now releasing your grip once more. Come back to center. Palms together. Now you're welcome to stay right here. If you have healthy knees and hips, you're welcome to join me for a little bit more of a hip opener. Now placing your knees or your hands on your knees. You're going to take an inhale. And as you exhale, we're going to lower our left knee down towards the mat. Press your right hand into your right knee and gaze up. Take a round of breath here. And inhale, unwinds back to center. Come back to your squat. A round of breath. And then release your right knee down towards the mat. Gaze up over your left shoulder. Into your twist. Inhale comes back to center. Releasing your palms down to the mat. Go ahead and release your legs. We're going to open up into a straddle. Just take a round of breath or two here. Now in your straddle, to intensify, you can peel your toes back, or you can just point your toes. You can even kind of play around with this through your practice. Now from here, you may want to use your block. You can place it on the inside of your right knee. Place your right elbow on top of your block. Or place your right elbow on the inside of your right knee and reach your left arm overhead. Reach towards your toes. Okay, you want that alignment, so we're getting deep into those muscles that need that stretch. So it's okay if you can't reach your toes. We're breathing into our side body once more. Hips are glued to the earth. And on your next inhale, rise back up. Left elbow comes to your block or inside of your thigh. Reach your right arm overhead. Touch your toes. We can gaze up once more, creating that opening. Inhale, rises up. Palms to the mat in front of you. Go ahead and walk your hands out as you exhale. Come down as far as your body will allow. There should be no pain here, just a nice stretch. You can point your toes, see how that stretch changes. You can peel your toes back, getting a deeper stretch through the backs of our legs here, especially as we round. As you inhale, walk your hands back once more. We'll close our practice today with our reclined butterfly. So sitting on the mat, knees come back in, heels are glued down. You can walk your heels in a little bit more if that feels good. Bring the soles of your feet together so that your knees fall open. Again, if our hips are tighter, locks under knees. Always use that support. It just really helps your body begin to trust your mind more and open up. So in our butterfly here, knees have fallen open. You can place your hands behind you, gently lower down, support yourself as you come down. And lying on your back, maybe one hand on your heart, one on your belly. Come back to your breath. Allow any tension through your forehead to cease. Relax the eyes, the muscles around your eyes. You're welcome to close them. Allow your jaw to relax as your awareness comes to the tip of your nose. Just feeling that cool air as you inhale, warm air as you exhale. Taking an inhale, follow your breath all the way down to that heart space. Feeling your chest expand with each inhale. Feel your navel rise and fall. Just going to do a couple closing breaths. So wherever you are in your breath cycle, go ahead and exhale. Inhale slowly through your nose. Feel your belly rise. Expand. Exhale through your mouth. Just that slow ocean breath. Inhale once more, deep into your belly, really using your diaphragm. That full expansion. And exhale. One more. Inhale. Controlled breath as you inhale. This time we're going to fill all the way up. Ribs expand. Shoulders come high. And as you exhale, just let it go. Allow your breath to return to normal. You can stay right here, or you can lengthen through your legs, come more into a Shavasana. Just take some time to absorb the benefits of your practice today. Thank you for letting me guide you. Namaste.